Chosen one, this message is not by chance. It found you at the exact moment it was meant to. You were led here because something in your spirit has been stirring. Something deep within you has been whispering that change is coming, that your time in one chapter is ending, and that a new season is preparing to unfold. This is not the end, it's the transfer. The shift you have been sensing in your heart. The quiet pull that's been guiding you away from certain people, places, and situations. It's divine. God said it's time to move on. You are being repositioned, elevated, and realigned for something greater than what you've known. Every delay, every heartbreak, every loss, and every unanswered prayer is preparing you for this very moment. Before we begin, I want you to stay with this message until the very end. Let it sink into your heart. Let it resonate in your soul. And when you finish this video, go to the comments and write your warmest wishes and the number 66. This is a chapter about wishes coming true, about aligning your thoughts with the energy of faith and the flow of divine creation. The number 66 represents spiritual balance and the double vibration of harmony and manifestation. It's a reminder that your words and your energy have power. By writing your wishes and the number 66, you're not only declaring your intentions, you're energizing the universe and agreeing with the flow of this transfer. Now breathe deeply and listen closely, because this message is for you. Chosen one, your destiny awaits. Click the hype button, like this video, subscribe, and walk with us into the light. You've reached a point where the familiar no longer fits. The things that once made you feel safe are now heavy, uncomfortable, and limiting. This is the sign of spiritual growth. It means you're outgrowing your old environment. It means your soul is preparing for expansion. Many chosen ones resist this feeling because it comes with uncertainty. It comes with loss, with endings, with silence. But endings are sacred. They are God's way of creating space for beginnings. The divine is not punishing you. The divine is repositioning you. What feels like rejection is redirection. What feels like delay is divine timing. You are not being left behind. You are being lifted out. The chosen are always separated before they are sent. You may notice that you no longer connect with certain people like you used to. Conversations that once felt lively now feel empty. Your spirit no longer resonates with certain environments or habits. This is because your vibration has shifted. God is cutting the cords that tie you to what's no longer in alignment. You may have tried to hold on, to fix it, to make it work again, but every time you do, you feel drained, uneasy, or out of place. That is the signal that the season is over. When God says move, peace begins to fade from where you are and grows stronger where you are meant to go. There is a sacred loneliness that comes when your transfer begins. It's not isolation, it's incubation. The divine pulls you away from the noise so you can hear the instructions clearly. It may feel like people are walking away from you, or that doors are closing all around you. But in truth, these doors are being sealed for your protection. You are being guided into a space where your next level can take root without interference. The chosen one must often walk alone for a time, not because they are forgotten, but because they are being refined. What you are becoming requires stillness, patience, and faith. You may have noticed how certain opportunities you once prayed for are now slipping away. Don't chase what's leaving. Bless it and release it. If it was meant to stay, it would have stayed. The divine does not remove without the intention to replace. The loss you feel is making room for what's destined. You cannot carry the old into the new. You cannot pour new wine into old wineskins. The vibration of where you're going is higher, and the people and environments attached to your old frequency cannot follow you there. This is why the separation had to happen. It's divine logistics. Chosen one, understand this. When God says it's time to move, the universe begins to rearrange itself around your obedience. Circumstances shift, opportunities appear, connections align. But first, the old must dissolve. That's why so much has been falling apart lately. The relationships, the job, the plans, the patterns. They've been unraveling not because you failed, but because your season in them has expired. You've learned what you needed to learn there. You've grown all you could grow there. The soil that once nourished you now limits your roots. It's time for transplanting. You are being uprooted and replanted where your destiny can flourish. And yes, this transition may come with pain. But pain is not punishment. It's purification. The fire you've been walking through is not to destroy you, but to burn away what cannot go with you. You are being made new. Every test you've faced was designed to strengthen the muscles of your spirit. Every disappointment was preparing your heart for deeper discernment. Every delay was building your patience and teaching you trust. You may not have understood it while it was happening, but every moment had purpose. Think about all the times you were kept from something you thought you needed. The job that didn't work out. The relationship that fell apart. The opportunity that vanished at the last moment. At the time, you may have felt broken, but now you can see how those things would have distracted you, drained you, or delayed your calling. The divine protected you by denying what you thought you wanted. You were never being ignored. You were being guided. The silence of God is not absence, it's strategy. The chosen ones are not chosen because they are perfect. They are chosen because they are willing. Willing to move when it's uncomfortable. Willing to trust when it doesn't make sense. Willing to release what they love to embrace what they're called to. You've proven your willingness in the darkness. You kept going when you didn't know why. You believed when there was no sign of breakthrough. And now the divine is saying, your transfer is beginning. This transfer is not only external, it's spiritual, emotional, energetic. The inner shift always precedes the outer one. That's why you've felt a strange mix of exhaustion and anticipation lately. Your spirit knows something is changing even before your mind does. The frequency of your old reality is dissolving, and your new vibration is forming. You're crossing a threshold. The things that used to trigger you no longer do. The desires that once defined you now feel foreign. You're stepping into alignment with your higher path. You may find yourself feeling detached from your old goals or passions. Don't fight that detachment. It's divine recalibration. The things that once fueled your ambition were good for that stage, but they cannot sustain your next level. The divine is downloading new desires, new ideas, new visions into your heart. These are seeds of your next purpose. Don't rush to understand them. Just allow them to grow. The unknown is not your enemy. It's your invitation. Every transfer begins with release. Think of the butterfly. It cannot stay a caterpillar. The cocoon feels like confinement, but it's transformation. Right now, you may feel restricted, unseen, or forgotten. But inside that stillness, your wings are forming. When the time comes, you will emerge completely changed. The divine is not just changing your surroundings, it's changing your identity. You won't recognize yourself when this transfer is complete, and neither will the people who doubted you. They will see your glow, your peace, your strength, and they will know that something greater has touched your life. Chosen one, your new season will not require you to chase or convince. What is aligned with you will find you naturally. Your energy is your magnet. The right opportunities will sense your vibration and come closer. The right people will recognize your spirit and stay. The wrong ones will fall away without explanation, and that's how you'll know the transfer is real. The divine never removes without purpose. If it left, it means its part in your story is complete. You are entering a season where your peace will speak louder than your words. You won't need to defend yourself, prove yourself, or explain why you're moving differently. The anointing on your life will speak for itself. The same people who misunderstood you in your wilderness will witness your elevation. But don't seek revenge. Seek release. The energy of bitterness blocks the flow of blessings. Forgive quickly, release fully, and trust that the divine handles justice better than you ever could. The transfer will test your patience. There will be moments where it feels like nothing is happening, even though everything is. In those moments, remember, the seed grows roots before it breaks the soil. Just because you can't see movement doesn't mean progress isn't being made. Stay faithful in the unseen. Stay grateful in the silence. Gratitude is the frequency of miracles. When you thank God before the manifestation, you accelerate the manifestation. As you move through this transition, your intuition will sharpen. You'll notice divine signs, numbers, dreams, synchronicities, guiding your path. These are confirmations from the universe, reminders that you are not alone. The divine communicates in whispers, in nudges, in feelings. Trust them. Don't doubt the small signals. They are coordinates to your destiny. And as your transfer begins, you'll realize something profound. You no longer need validation from others. You no longer need to explain your calling to those who can't hear it. The chosen one's path is misunderstood because it's unique. What's meant for you will not make sense to everyone else, but it doesn't have to. Your obedience is your offering. Your trust is your worship. When you move in faith, heaven moves with you. You've spent seasons planting seeds that no one saw. You watered your dreams in silence. You believed when everything around you said quit. That unseen faith has built the foundation for your harvest. The divine is saying, it's time to collect what's yours. The transfer is not just symbolic, it's tangible. Resources, opportunities, favor, and connections will align with you effortlessly because you've been faithful. The delay was not denial, it was preparation. So now, stand tall, lift your head, feel the energy shifting around you. The divine has already gone before you, preparing the way. You are not stepping into the unknown, you're stepping into the ordained. The doors that were locked will open as you approach. The paths that were blocked will clear beneath your feet. You won't need to force this. It will unfold naturally. Your only task now is to trust and move forward. The old season is closing gently behind you. Don't look back. Don't revisit what you've already outgrown. The divine cannot bless what you refuse to leave. Every time you look backward, you delay your arrival. It's time to surrender fully. The pain, the confusion, the waiting, all of it was sacred. And now, the divine is whispering, you've done well, you've endured, you've passed the test. It's time. Chosen one, your transfer is beginning. Chosen one, you've crossed the invisible line. The atmosphere around you has changed, even if you can't see it yet. The transfer that was once a whisper has begun to take form in your reality. Everything within you feels different, because everything within you is different. What you used to tolerate no longer feels right. What you used to chase no longer excites you. This is not emptiness, this is realignment. Your soul has moved ahead of your surroundings, and now the world must catch up with who you've become. There's a moment in every chosen one's journey when the divine shifts the balance of their life. You start to notice that peace is your new compass. You're no longer drawn to noise, drama, or competition. You start craving stillness, truth, and authenticity. That craving is proof that you've stepped into a higher frequency. You are no longer operating in survival. You're moving into purpose. What used to drain you now has no access to you. This is the evidence that your transfer is active. As you walk through this stage, don't be surprised if life feels quiet. The quiet is sacred. The silence is divine. It's in this stillness that your new instructions are written. You've graduated from needing constant signs. Now, you are the sign. You've been trained to recognize the language of intuition, the soft voice of divine wisdom that guides without noise. You've reached the point where your trust is stronger than your fear, and that shift in energy changes everything. In this phase of the transfer, the divine begins to send you new alignments. The right people start appearing at the right time. Conversations you never expected begin to open new doors. What used to be hard to access suddenly becomes available because you're vibrating at the level of your purpose. Don't question how it happens. Just flow with it. The universe is reorganizing itself to match your readiness. You are not lucky. You are aligned. The blessings coming toward you in this transfer are not random rewards. They are results. You sowed faith when no one saw you. You stayed kind when others were cruel. You held integrity when shortcuts would have been easier. The divine noticed all of it. Nothing you went through was wasted. Every tear watered your destiny. Every lonely night prepared your spirit for this expansion. That's why your blessings are going to be undeniable, because they were birthed in the unseen. But hear this. Elevation requires foundation. The higher you rise, the deeper your roots must go. You will need to remain humble, grounded, and discerning. The divine doesn't just bless you to make you comfortable. It blesses you to make you capable. You are being entrusted with influence, responsibility, and favor. The energy flowing into your life is meant to heal others through you. Your testimony will unlock doors for those still trapped in their storms. That is why you've been through so much, so you could speak from experience. You'll notice that your pain has transformed into wisdom. You can now recognize patterns, read energy, and sense truth without proof. You've become spiritually sensitive because your calling demands it. Every heartbreak opened your empathy. Every delay sharpened your discernment. Every rejection purified your motives. The transfer isn't just about what you're receiving. It's about who you've become in the process. Many won't understand this version of you. They'll sense something different, but won't be able to define it. They may distance themselves, not because they hate you, but because they no longer resonate with your frequency. You've stepped out of cycles of complaining, gossip, fear, and scarcity. You've stepped into cycles of vision, gratitude, and purpose. Those who cling to the old ways won't feel comfortable around your light. That's okay. You are not meant to dim yourself for comfort. The divine didn't call you to fit in. It called you to stand out. As your transfer unfolds, You will start feeling divine protection more intensely. Doors that lead to distraction will quietly close before you even reach them. People with hidden motives will reveal themselves early. Things that could harm your peace will simply not stick. This is not coincidence. It's divine filtering. The universe is ensuring that only what serves your growth can reach you now. Every rejection from this point forward is redirection, not loss. You'll begin to see how divine timing truly works. What you once begged for but didn't receive will reappear, transformed and improved at the perfect moment. The opportunities that once ignored you will now pursue you. The same environments that once overlooked your presence will now seek your wisdom. You'll realize that the divine was never late. It was strategic. Every delay was positioning you for recognition that could not have come before. Chosen one, as the blessings begin to manifest. Remember, they are not replacements for the pain. They are rewards for the endurance. But your true reward is not what you receive. It's who you've become. You are wiser, stronger, and more aware than ever before. You no longer depend on external validation. Your worth is no longer negotiable. You've learned to trust divine timing more than your own timeline. That awareness is your real power. In this stage of your transfer, you may find yourself called to solitude again. But this time it will feel different. The loneliness of the wilderness becomes the peace of your sanctuary. You no longer crave company just to fill silence. You enjoy your own presence because you finally understand that solitude is strength, not absence. When you are alone now, you are not empty. You are aligned. You can feel the divine presence within you, guiding every breath, every thought, every step. Your energy is recalibrating to abundance. What used to feel impossible now feels inevitable. You've stopped doubting whether you're worthy of good things. You understand that blessings are not something you earn. They're something you align with. The moment your spirit stopped settling, the blessings started moving toward you. Your faith is magnetic, and everything connected to your purpose is drawn to your light. This is the part of the journey where manifestations accelerate. You think of something, and it starts forming. You speak something, and it begins unfolding. But with that power comes responsibility. You must be mindful of your words, your focus, and your emotions. You are now operating at a level of spiritual influence where intention creates reality. If you focus on fear, you'll amplify fear. If you focus on faith, you'll amplify miracles. Choose consciously. Every thought is a seed. Every emotion is energy. Every action is prayer. The divine is now testing your stewardship. How will you handle success when it arrives? How will you use influence when others look to you for guidance? The chosen are never blessed just to be comfortable. They are blessed to be conduits. Your abundance is meant to circulate, not stagnate. The divine flows through you like a river, not a reservoir. When you give freely, you stay in the flow. When you cling tightly, you block it. Generosity is the language of expansion. You will start to feel divine confidence settling in your spirit. Not arrogance, but quiet knowing. You won't need to announce your arrival. Your energy will speak before you do. You'll walk into rooms and shift the atmosphere simply by being aligned. People will feel peace when you enter. Opportunities will find you without effort. That's the vibration of divine flow. It doesn't chase. It attracts. The more you align, the more you'll notice synchronicities. Numbers repeating, symbols recurring, moments that feel too perfect to be random. These are confirmations from the divine. They're reminders that you're exactly where you're meant to be. When you see these signs, pause and acknowledge them. Whisper gratitude. Every acknowledgement strengthens the connection between you and the unseen. At times, you may still feel waves of doubt or fear. That's natural. Every elevation comes with moments of questioning. When that happens, return to your center. Remember how far you've come. Remember that every time you thought it was over, you were being prepared for more. Fear is not your enemy. It's your invitation to trust deeper. Let it remind you of your humanity, but don't let it rule your spirit. The chosen life is not easy, but it is divine. It's a balance of power and humility, of solitude and service, of mystery and revelation. The divine never gives you more than you can handle, but it often gives you more than you expected, so your faith can expand to fit it. Every new level will require a new surrender. Don't resist the lessons. They are the architecture of your greatness. In this phase, new dreams will start forming. Visions that once seemed too big will now feel natural. You'll start to understand why certain prayers were delayed. They were meant for the version of you that exists now, not the version that was still healing. The divine doesn't give gifts to those who aren't ready to hold them. But now you are ready. You've been tempered by time, refined by trials, and purified by purpose. The transfer will bring visibility. You will be seen, heard, and valued in ways you weren't before. But visibility is not validation, it's responsibility. The spotlight can either expose or elevate. Stay anchored in humility. Remember who you were when no one was watching. Remember the lessons of the wilderness. Let gratitude be your foundation, and service be your expression. That's how the chosen remain aligned. This new season will also reveal hidden talents and callings within you. Things you didn't even realize you carried will begin to surface. The divine will place you in situations that draw out your gifts. You'll surprise yourself with how capable, creative, and wise you've become. That's because the transfer doesn't just bring blessings, it activates purpose. Every gift you have is a tool for impact, and this is the season to use them. As your light expands, not everyone will celebrate you. Some will envy, others will misunderstand, and a few may try to pull you back to the old version of yourself. But remember, the chosen don't look back. The same energy that blessed you will protect you. Don't defend what the divine has already declared. Move with quiet confidence. Those who are meant to understand you will feel you, not hear you. You are now walking in alignment with destiny. The divine is ordering your steps, orchestrating connections, and aligning timing in your favor. Every challenge that arises from this point is not a setback. It's fine-tuning. Every moment is purposeful. Every experience is shaping you into the fullest expression of your divine design. Chosen one, breathe deeply and look around. This is your transfer unfolding. You are already in motion. You've left the old chapter behind, and the new one has begun. Don't rush it. Don't fear it. Simply flow with it. You are being carried by a current greater than yourself, a current that knows exactly where you belong. The divine has already written the rest of your story. All you have to do is live it, step by step, day by day, in faith, in trust, and in peace, and you are no longer waiting for your time. It has arrived. Your transfer is not coming. It's here. Chosen one, as your transfer continues, you will begin to notice something both beautiful and unsettling. Everything connected to your old vibration is being reorganized. Relationships, connections, and attachments that once defined you are starting to shift, fade, or evolve. This isn't rejection, it's refinement. The divine is aligning your environment with your new energy. What once matched your old frequency can no longer remain. You are ascending, and with every rise comes release. The people around you will begin to react differently. Some will be drawn to your new light as if they've been waiting for it all along. Others will distance themselves, unable to understand why your presence now feels unfamiliar. Don't chase anyone in this season. Don't beg anyone to stay. The divine has already decided who belongs in your next chapter. Your responsibility is to trust that decision. Let departures happen gracefully. What's meant for you will not require convincing. There is something sacred about being misunderstood during your transfer. It's a divine filter in disguise. Those who cannot see your growth are not meant to grow beside you. The chosen are often misjudged because their transformation doesn't make sense to those who haven't yet awakened. People will say you've changed, and they'll be right. You've evolved. You've shed the layers that kept you small. You no longer speak the language of limitation, and that makes some uncomfortable. But don't shrink to soothe others' insecurities. Your light is not arrogance, it's awareness. This stage will require emotional courage. The divine is teaching you how to love without attachment, how to give without losing yourself, and how to walk away without bitterness. You will realize that every soul that entered your life did so with purpose, some to teach lessons, others to mirror wounds, and a few to remind you of your own strength. Every encounter was part of your preparation. As you release the old, bless it. Speak gratitude over what once was. Even endings can be sacred when you see them through the eyes of faith. And as you bless what has ended, peace begins to settle in your soul. You realize that nothing is truly lost. Everything transforms. What was love becomes wisdom, and every ending quietly makes room for what's meant to begin.